the senior pastor at Faith United.
And I'm Alex Perisher, the associate pastor here.
We wanted to take just a moment to share with you about the stewardship opportunity that we are offering this fall.
Beginning in October, we will start our annual stewardship campaign. This year, like last, we will be utilizing Pathways to Generosity. The goal of the Pathways to Generosity process is for everyone to join in a spiritual journey that is grounded in gratitude, revealed in prayer, and lived in faith. Everyone is invited to consider where they are on the giving path and pray about where God may be leading them. The giving path is made up of 5 different tiers, depending on where you are in your giving. The first-time giver is one who gives for the first time. The intentional giver gives a percent of their income. The growing giver is where the percent of the income is increased. The tither gives 10% of their income, and the extra mile giver tithes more than 10%. What is important to know about the Pathways to Generosity program is that it is not about the church's need to fund the budget. It is about how we are responding to God's blessing in our lives and how God may be leading us to grow in generosity.
There are several different ways that you can get involved in the campaign this year. First, we began passing out devotional books this past Sunday. So what you can do is you can pick up a book this coming Sunday when you're in worship, or if you are watching online and aren't able to be in worship, just call the church office and we can be sure to get you a book. It's called the Generosity Challenge, and each week there's a different topic. And those topics go throughout, and then they have exercise and activities for us to do to work in each area. The topics include generosity, gratitude, prayer, and faith. I would encourage you to pick up your book and read each day as we begin reading together on September 30th. Also within the book, you'll find a prayer card. And the prayer card just calls us to prayer, because our generosity pathway is something to keep in mind as a prayer activity as well. And we're constantly asking ourselves, God, where do you want me to be in my giving? And we will be praying that multiple times throughout the series and multiple times throughout the 4 weeks, both on our own and together as a congregation. The other thing that'll be coming out this week is in the mail, you'll be getting a letter. And in the letter, it just shares some more information about what our Pathways to Generosity campaign will be. It also will have the prayer in it again. It'll just have some dates and some things to keep in mind. Within there will also be a brochure. And the brochure talks about giving from a biblical standpoint and why we talk about money within the church. It also has the giving pathway that Pastor Alex shared for you to look at and see where you may fit on that pathway. I would encourage you, when you get that in the mail, to look over that as a family and discuss the different ways that you'll be involved as we move into our campaign. We'll also be having on Sundays, we'll have several different things. We'll have sermons that'll be shared by Pastor Alex, and also Reverend Thom is going to be sharing as a guest speaker one week. We'll have 4 stories of generosity from people within our congregation sharing what generosity means to them. We'll also be able to share when we do our estimated giving cards each week during the campaign, with the conclusion of our campaign being on October 27th, when if you haven't turned in your estimated giving card, then we are encouraging you to come forward that day and share it together as a congregation as we celebrate as an act of worship what we're doing with our generosity this year. Each and every one of us is called to be a part of Faith United, to be a part of the campaign, and to be a part of what God is doing in the world. So our prayer is that we continue to each ask ourselves, God, where do you want us to be in our giving, both as an individual and as a congregation? We look forward to journeying with you on this pathway.